stress. It's the stress. It's so horrible.
Just relax. Hello
Okay, that was weird.
and welcome to the Brothers Play.
Yes, quite. Thanks.
We're here today to play a little indie game published by EA. Can't forget who the guys who made it was, unfortunately, but it's called Unravel.
Unravel. After a hard day, all you want to do is unravel.
Exactly, that's clearly the product selling byline. Unravel.
Great. So yeah, it's a little indie game that came out from EA. Very uncharacteristic because EA, from what I remember, was the maker of Hardline. And you know,
Hardline
Yeah.
is not very soft, unlike this game,
What are
which
you
is
talking? Yeah.
very yarny and soft. and
Ryan's a little
cuddly.
bit like, it's got a bit of an LSD effect on him. He's kind of,
so
he's in a fugue state.
the music is just, it's so soothing, and the house itself, just that you walk around.
It's
is
like your
very-
granny's house.
It is. It's got a lot of feels and a lot of character, and I like that about it.
Yeah, I like that too. It's great. So you play this sort of yarn character composed out of yarn, known as Yarny.
Creative,
Oddly enough, yeah, not Jeff or Fred or Pink or Dinkley or whatever.
unfortunately. Pink or Dinkley sound like fantastic names.
Yeah, and you sort of these picture frames. You sort of wander around the house and you go to picture frames, and each picture frame represents a level that you can play through. That, see, it has a story of like why the old lady is alone, bitter,
Sad and alone.
and mostly sad. Yeah. So
got-
I don't know why. I haven't finished it yet, but I've been told it's very confusing.
Well, you played some with a friend. Or you started playing it with another friend, didn't you?
Yeah.
Beforehand.
And she was like, "This is so sad." It's cute as you.
It is very feels. I mean,
It's very cute.
it's peaceful. It's purdy.
No, I haven't had to reload anything in this game. Like, I haven't shot anyone in the face, or stabbed anyone.
Which is unusual for the sort of stuff we have on this channel. I
Yeah.
mean, usually it's like, get to the chopper kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
and you'll watch as we blow a hole in this wall and a hole in that guy, and
Exactly. And in his mother, and the rest of his family.
yeah. Whereas in this game,
You just stop for a while and smell the roses. Although he looks kind of drunk right now.
yeah, it's because so what happens with Yanni in this game is if he sort of unravels as he walks, and it's meant to be a symbol for something. I won't tell you what. I know what, but I won't tell you.
Wow.
And you're meant to find little balls of yarn like this, and that's how you sort of top up your.
Go around breaking stuff.
Yeah, you go around who you think you are, right?
So now, the people whose garden this is will come out later. Everything will just be an absolute mess.
Covered in
They'll have
yarn.
idea. They'll be like, what the hell was this?
Yeah.
Blame it on their 2-year-old son. And
That's how you got
the
sent to
story.
military school. This is
And
how
that's why the
supervillains
grandma
are.
is sad, because she doesn't have a grandson. Because he died at war after finding yarn in the garden and after him being sent to military school.
That was a very odd line.
But highly likely story.
Highly not very likely at all.
See, look, there's the memory of...
Some
What are you?
homeless tosser.
Oh, wow, I think we're kind of killing the movie.
We are a little bit. That backing music though.
And just the blurry, out of focus background is fantastic.
It sounds a lot like they just got a really highly qualified concert violinist to stand there and go weedle away on her
It
violin.
was like the deadline, and they couldn't find anyone else to be backing music, so they just went out to the streets, found someone busking on the violin, and they're like, hey.
Can you wheedle?
And wheedle she could.
Yeah.
And she
All
did wheedle
over-
until her
all
heart...
over the soundtrack.
She wheedled to her heart's content. Whoever you are, fancy violin player, though, it's...
We salute you. Good
yeah,
job.
it was very good.
So there's a few things, like it's a physics-based puzzle, obviously, with a bit of platforming nonsense, which is great.
Yeah, we've only played for like 2 minutes or so, and there's already lassoing to pull down stuff. There's a fair few mechanics, bouncy ropes, apples,
Ouch. apples.
fruit-based combat there.
Yeah, a bit of apple on apple action.
A little bit fruity.
Yeah, just a bit. So you can sort of do a whole Tarzan thing, swinging and rappelling with the rope. You can tie the rope off as well to make sort of a bouncing thing like this.
See, this guy would probably like make it into the Avengers over Spider-Man, because he seems a bit more useful.
He's
with his
also
yarny
quieter.
ropey stuff. He's significantly quieter.
Speaking of things like Spider-Man, Deadpool.
Deadpool, which is pretty much as opposite to this game as you could go. In terms, wow, you nearly spoofed it.
Yeah. What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was really great.
It wasn't as big a scale or as big a risk, blah blah, of him failing sort of thing, but it was fairly good.
Yeah,
it was
like
entertaining. It was a comedy.
it was formulaic, like in the sense that like guy gets the guy with the girl, and then guy winds up messed up in some horrible thing,
Liam Neesoning his way.
and then then he sort of does the whole where's Francis. That whole montage was the funniest thing for me, where he's like kicking people downstairs and stabbing them, all with the same line of where's Francis, even in Spanish. So,
It was a good movie. It was very fun.
it's probably the first actual Marvel like decent comedy that I've seen. You could almost just call it a straight out comedy with a bit of slapstick to it. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is like very adventuresome, which is great, but I felt like I laughed more in Deadpool than I did in Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, let's not split hairs, it's probably one of my favorite Marvel films ever. So,
Man, you broke water.
you had one
Water
job.
restriction.
One job. Yeah. They don't have a drought where these people are. Sure.
It looks like they don't have anything negative of any sort where these people are. It's just so idyllic and peaceful.
To see Babe the pig.
Oh my god, magpie!
If that was an Australian magpie, I would be dead.
Oh, he would be. The game would be over. He'd just be like a mangled pile of yarn on the ground.
Just with a pair of white eyes.
Yeah.
So the puzzler, he's sort of wandering through some poor fool's backyard, and there isn't. I haven't really found the story yet.
We've only played the first level.
Well, I played some of this aside from you. Yeah, now
You play games without me.
I played many
The
games.
entire channel is in jeopardy now.
This is the end.
I'm leaving for another channel.
Wind up with
A
like
brother plays.
lone brother.
Yep.
Like you're wearing a hood and you've gotten like super dark.
Yep. Just drinking whiskey. No, you forgot
Oh, the thing.
the shiny thing down on the bottom right, whatever that may be.
Oh yeah. So for those of you who actually do play it, there's a shiny down here. I hate finding the shiny missions.
There you go. You've acquired said shiny. Alright, hook yourself up there. He's got some upper body strength for a
Yeah,
little yarny dude.
he actually does have quite a bit of upper body strength. Except I'm pretty sure this flowers would be death with me. No, we're good. We're good, son. We're good. We're good.
Here's Yanni. Actually, that'd be terrifying. Like,
A giant cottony thing wielding
just
an
steeks
axe.
its head. Well,
Steeks its.
steeks its
I'm
head
going to
through your
steek
wall
it in you.
and wants to slay you. Oh no, this is like every action move I've ever wanted it to be. He's making Grand Theft Autos a bit more.
Oh no! Ow! I got clipped by the bike tire. It's all
He's
good.
gonna ride his way to victory.
He's going to surf his way to victory.
Jeez,
Hang
I
one.
could just like sit and listen to and watch this just
Yeah, even if
on
you
a
want to play.
Sunday. Yeah.
Ow.
So if you want to, you can just shut us off right now and just watch, but then you won't have the music.
Yeah.
So you can't do that now, can you?
It's a bit sad.
It's a bit lame, really.
I don't know how I do this part. Oh no, wait, I'm an idiot.
Are you?
Because I keep thinking I have to jump up the thing. I have to actually go up.
Ah,
to
you have to go into. You have to ascend. Come on.
Hopping mad. Who hired this crew?
Come on, Mr. Jones. There we go. There you go, Indy.
Why is it Mr. Jones? Oh, Indiana.
That's his name, Indiana, isn't it? Wow, nicely done.
Thanks. I actually tensed. I don't know if you saw that, but I visibly like tensed up at the thought of missing the rope.
I mean, it is a calm game, but got it.
Sometimes you do that. Sometimes when you're playing like a platformer game and it's a super clutch moment, you actually like I don't know about you, but I physically like tense up when I'm about to make the move.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
It is pretty hard.
Pooh. Wow.
Speaking of hardcore, it is a very nice departure from actual like set hardcore crazy shooting action games.
Yeah, we're fans of the hardcore shooting series, but every now and again it's just nice to.
You
It's
see
nice
like a
to-
breezy Sunday sort
It's
of.
nice to put your gun, knife, and overpowered weapons aside. Just like
Get some rustic bread, some cider, some nice cheese. Sit down on a Sunday afternoon
get
on your
blackout
porch.
brick faced in front of the game.
Basically, you know, that's what it's about.
It is what it's all about. Speaking of idyllic things, Far Cry Primal we have acquired. We will probably play some of it later.
Whether that will be idyllic, I mean,
Probably not.
it's probably a bit of macho.
There'll be
caveman.
bursts of idyllicness followed by bursts of murderous rampaging, which is going to be great.
Which I guess you need every now and again.
And here you see proof that this game was meant for us.
to let the devil out.
Of the Brothers Play.
Oh yeah, sponsored. I mean,
Sponsored by
clearly,
Brothers
it's
Play.
very sponsored. I mean, if you want to go back, look through all of our other playthroughs. There'll probably be some other hidden sponsorships in there that you didn't pick up on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Adorable little hedgehog. Sponsorship from Hedgehog Game.
I love hedgehogs. That's clearly Sonic.
Clearly.
Right there from the Brothers Play again. I mean, just check out all our videos, share them around, see if your friends can find the sponsorships.
Yeah.
in there as well.
Yeah.
You probably don't have much else to do.
What could you possibly be doing? You're in your YouTube pants. You've already started. Ow! Wow!
Wow, that's a
that was a wipeout of.
that's a
epic.
whopper. That's a headache right there.
That's a, it's a good thing he's made of yarn and doesn't have
It
bones.
is.
Because if he had bones, he would have broken them all.
He has a very robust croissant-like head. Attempt number
Attempt number 2.
2. Jeez.
Sake. I don't know why it's taking me so long to
Gymnastics.
do something.
Oh,
Oh
you're
god.
too early, mate.
Too early with the let go.
Always too early.
Shut up.
And nice, nailed it. First time, every time.
First try. I still remember that thing from Lego movie.
That was a funny little movie.
I like that
enjoyed
movie. They should not make a second one because they'll ruin it. There's some movies that are so good you just shouldn't you just should not do another one.
No, it just suddenly got really dark.
So when I played this level, it took me ages to get it because I couldn't figure out what I had to do. Like I legit thought I had to bounce up to climb up this thing. Because you get here and you're sort of like, so I just sort of did a lot of this, thinking I could do it.
It's much failure. I could imagine that would be rather fun.
Yeah, and then because as I said, I played this game before. Liana, who was playing with me, was just like block, and I was like block, and I grabbed the block, and I was like, ah yeah, now I'm an idiot. And for those of you who are playing along, there is a little Easter thingy here. And it sparkles if you get to it. I already got it, so
Don't mean to brag
Don't
or
mean
anything,
to-
but I'm just
kind
best
of a big
gamer I
deal.
know.
so yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Jeebus.
Oh, I'm gonna drown.
Nice.
That was action packed. My
That
pulse is
was.
racing.
My heart is beating 1,000,000 miles a minute.
A million miles.
I wasn't ready for that, honestly. I was all chilled out. I mean, look at this right here. This is just...
Yeah, and look, I'm actually not controlling it anymore. And it's adorable.
You got... So what's the thing for?
It's like, so the premise is the grandmother makes these little greebly things with her knitting when she gets bored and just puts them in the photo book to decorate her cherished memories. So there's
Very
that.
pretty. And
you
he
put
sticks it
there.
on.
Yeah, and you can actually tell the level progression as you go. I don't know what the lights are. Kamehameha.
It's just pretty and
It is very.
everything
It's like a Disney
nice
movie
and magical. It is.
or a Pixar film. This could be a Pixar film.
This could be like a Pixar short, easily. I could
Yeah.
see it. So.
And that's that little photo thing actually shows you where, how far
So
along.
that must be the grandma there, I guess.
Yeah, with her family that used to be around. We'll take a quick look around the building before we leave.
We'll give you a shout out as we go, I guess. So we may play some more of this. I really, really like it. I love
Yeah,
the
we'll probably
aesthetic and the
do
music
one or two
and
more parts of this at some stage.
Maybe even finish it.
Maybe.
Uncharacteristically, I mean, finish a playthrough. Brothers play. Oh.
Yeah. Whew. Fancy you here. So every photo is sort of a level that you can play, and they all have really super they almost look like passenger albums. Like How Much Is Enough, Down in a Hole, Off the Rails.
They could be
all really
very much-
bluesy albums.
Yeah.
Well, I fell down in a hole and now I'm out of yarn.
Because I was off the rails. Yeah.
And this is basically what when I got this game and I started playing it, I thought this is like a passenger album made into a game.
It's. I don't know if any of you kids know about it, but it's very like Beatrix Potter, in the way of the music and the kind of country.
Beatrix
farmhouse.
Potter, not to do with Harry Potter, right?
No,
Okay,
no, not
good.
at all. She's
'Cause
like
I
an
was like,
English
what?
fairy tale. She's the writer of like Peter Rabbit and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love Peter Rabbit.
Yeah.
Anyway, very uncharacteristic of the brothers play. No one died.
And this has been Unraveled. If you guys want to sit back, enjoy the music,
For about like 10 seconds.
yeah, relax, go to sleep,
Yes.
and have a pleasant day.
Bye.